Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I grow my hair from scratch using just one method. I am that girl that started natural hair from scratch. And today I've been able to grow my hair healthy, full, and also be able to retain length. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys one thing that actually helped me achieve this. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're tuning for the first time, you are so welcome. My Instagram blew up this year from 2.5 to almost 50k subscribers on Instagram. And believe me, I have over 5,000 DM currently. And all the questions I get is always about hair. How did you grow your hair? How did you grow your hair? This, that. And along the line, I get a lot of people asking me questions about protective style. Like, people will actually be in the salon. I've had DMs where someone is in the salon and they will send me a DM and telling me, Ngozi, I am currently at the salon right now and I want to confirm and I wanted to confirm if this is a protective style or not. In my head, I'm like, God, please help me. So in today's video, I am finally here to have this protective style talk. In as much as I try to say things of my own personal experience, I also want to know what is going on before. I also want to know what is going on with it and what other people think. I've made my personal research about protective style, and funny how it's not very far from what I already know. In this video, I am going to be breaking it down to why your protective style is dangerous. In as much, like I said in the intro of this video, one of the way I grew my hair is doing what I refer to as short-term protective style. I am not a very big fan of long-term protective style. I'm still going to tell you guys the difference between short-term and long-term protective style. They both help in length retention. They both help you to retain your length. But when you do either of them wrongly, then there's a problem. In as much as protective style can help you grow your hair and retain length, it can also help to cause damage and shorten the length of your hair. I am a big fan of protective style. You guys know I create content on Instagram. I am a full-time content creator. I create content on Instagram with my hair. I create on TikTok with my hair, and also create on YouTube hair. Still same with my hair. So because of that, I am not very opportune to do more of long-term protective style. When I mean long-term protective style, there are styles like this, like box braid, twist, styles like this, I consider as long-term protective style. I prefer to just do short-term protective style because of the nature of what I do. And by the way, I have one protective style here currently. This is a clipping hair from ulahair. I'm going to be inserting a video of it here. You guys, if you want to see how I install this, you can go to Instagram and watch how I install it. But this hair is lovely. This is a clipping, guys. This is kind of protective style I usually do because it is easy to take down. It does not require too much work. All I did is just do like a rubber band method at the front, cornrow my hair, and just clip it in. If you want to see a video of how I install this hair, it's right on my Instagram page. This hair is 20 inches human hair and it came in form of clipping. That is it about this hair. You guys can see I've had this hair on my hair for about 3 days now, and I am in love with it. So I'm gonna put all the link you need to know about this hair. And I also have a 10% coupon code, so when you buy from that link, you get 10% off your purchase. Like, I totally love this hair. I love the texture. I love the fact that the hair is not heavy at all. It is very easy to clip in. Like, it's a clip in. All you have to do is just clip it in and that's it. As you guys saw in the video I showed you guys earlier, very big fan of clippings because I love how they are easy to install. So that's all about this hair. All the information, the link that will lead you to this hair is going to be in my description box. Just go ahead and get yourself one. I mean, look. And also these are the kind of protective style that I wear that are very easy to take down. When people ask me how I grow my hair, when I tell them how I grow my hair, I don't also hesitate to tell them the part where you have to leave your hair alone. And when people say leave your hair alone, what does that mean? It doesn't mean you should wear your hair out in afro and all through the day and all of that, all through the week. No, it means putting your hair in a protective style like this. I've had this style on for the past 3 days and I'm going to be wearing it this way for like about a week. This is me leaving my hair alone. Leaving your hair alone can be as simple as installing a clipping hair like this or doing a cornrow under your wig. That is how you leave your hair alone. So that being said, let's move on and talk about this thing called protective style. There's a lot of misconception out there, people talking about protective style, about if a style is protective style or not protective style. And the question is, what exactly do we consider as protective style? For me, protective style are hairstyles that tuck your hair away, protect your hair from too much manipulation, and also help you retain length. If your hair is not tucked in, it's not a protective style. If it's not keeping your hair away from manipulation, it is not protective style. If it's not helping you to to retain length, they are not protective style. With that being said, we should also bear in mind that there are two different types of protective style. There are long-term protective style and there are short-term protective style. Like I said earlier, do more of short-term protective style, which are twist out, flat twist, cornrow, bantu knot. You know, this type of style is what I consider as short-term protective style. And in as much as protective style help you to retain your length, it can also help damage and reduce the length of your hair. Before you do a protective style, for me, I would say consider best protective style for your hair. Before you do a protective style, consider what is good for your hair. Styles that are protective style for me might not be protective style for you, okay? I personally consider cornrow as protective style, but some people, it's not a protective style because they lose their edges. If your edges is very, very fragile, please do not do protective style that drag your hair back. Like the way I have on, you shouldn't even do this kind of style I have on. But because my edges are not that fragile, my edges are pretty strong, so even if I do styles like this, it is easier for me. I get away with it, and because I don't wear this type of style for a long time. If you have a thin edges, like your edges are very thin, you shouldn't do styles that pull your hair backward, okay? If you do tight cornrows that pull your hair backward, they are no longer protecting your hair, they are causing your hair damage. In fact, your edges are going to start breaking and they will thin out. And remember that when it comes to edges, it's easy to lose your edges, but it is not easy to grow back your edges. It's not easy. Edges can take as long as 6 months, 1 year, so you want to make sure you prevent that at all. If your edges are very thin, please do not do protective style that drag your hair back. Do styles like this that don't require you dragging your hair backward. If your edges is fragile or if it is thin, you don't want to break your edges. So that's number one. Another point I want to point out is that there are some styles that actually I do not consider as protective style, especially styles like this. These are micro twists, micro braid. These are not considered as protective style because some of the style require a lot of tension on your scalp and also on your strand. Because with this kind of style, before you achieve styles like this, you have to use a lot of extensions and they spend so many times on your hair. I'm telling people you can have a nice styles. It doesn't have to be so tight. It just have to be firm enough. It doesn't have to be so tight. So this kind of style require that you have a really nice, you have to have like a strong tension on your scalp. And when they do this, just know that you just have a style on, you don't have a protective style on. It's okay if you want to make a style, you want to braid your hair, just know in your head, just know in your mind that those are not protective style. They are not protecting your hair. So before you go ahead to make this style, are you just making a hairstyle or you're making a protective style? That's one other thing I feel like you should know. Most of this style require a lot of extensions. Imagine using 6 packs, 7 packs of extension. These are too heavy on your hair, especially when your hair is even short. They pull your hair over time. When you take down your braid and you comb your hair, there are a lot of hair stuck in your comb. You wonder why. It's because there's been a lot of tension on your hair. And you know when you make new styles, over the time, it's beginning to release. The tension will become less. By then, it's already pulled your hair, and this other way you lose hair. Instead of it protecting your hair, it is causing your hair to break. It is pulling out your hair. These are not protective style. Depending on the kind of protective style you want to go for, you can go for long-term protective style. Long-term protective style also help you to retain length. But make sure while you are on your long-term protective style, make sure you don't ignore your hair. When you ignore your hair on long-term protective style, you can lose hair because I don't advise you have your long-term protective style on with a lot of products. Imagine having gel on your hair for over 5 weeks. It's going to cause excessive build-up. It's going to cause build-up, and build-up can break your hair. Have you ever had that experience where when you're taking down your braid, you have this whitish product stuck at the bottom of your hair, and you see that some of your hair will be stuck in this build-up? That is other way you can lose your hair. So make sure if you're going to keep your hair for over 6 weeks, make sure you use less product so you don't have a lot of product stuck on your scalp, and by doing this your hair is stuck into them and they pull your hair and you also lose hair by doing that. And while you have your protective style on, don't just ignore your hair totally. Make sure you hydrate, you can moisturize and also oil your scalp. These days people wash their hair even while on braid, so having your hair in a long time protective style is not a chance for you to just ignore your hair. You're doing more damage to your hair than good. So make sure while you have that long-term protective style, make sure you are also taking care of your hair. You don't totally ignore it. Another reason why your protective style is not growing your hair, it is doing damage to your hair instead of growing your hair, is the fact that they are too tight. Protective style are not meant to be too tight. They shouldn't be tight at all. If you want, maybe if it is a tie you want to wear out, it should just be firm. It is okay if it is firm. If it is tight that at night you are sleeping, you can't even sleep, you have to adjust your hair so many times, you have to want to sleep on 25 pillows before you can be comfortable, they are no longer protective style. You should even take it down because it's not even healthy for your scalp and for your hair itself. So if you consider a style a protective style, it should not in any way cause any form of pain to you. So if this style you have on is causing you pain, they are not protective style. First of all, you should know the difference between a regular style and a protective style. There's some really nice braid I do not consider as protective style. Okay, most of these styles are not protective style, they are just hairstyles. It's not every hairstyle out there is a protective style, and do not expect yourself to get results you get from protective style from a random style. It doesn't work that way. Another reason I would like to point out why protective style is not doing you good is that you are over manipulating your hair. You can't make a protective style today, you're taking it down in 4 days. If you want to go for short-term protective style, you have to make style that are easy to take down. For example, this type of style twist, maybe a big style cornrow. You can make cornrows, twist, flat twist. You know, this type of style are easy to take down. When you do that, you can put them on quickly and you can take them out very easily. If you have long-term protective style on, just know that you're going to wear this more than at least 4 weeks. You can't do this type of style and take it down in a week, and before you know it, you go ahead with this type of style again. You go ahead with braids, you're doing back to back. The next week you're doing another braid. You're causing damage to your hair, not just your hair strand but also your scalp. No, you're not going for long-term protective style, go for a short-term protective style that you can take down very quickly. So like I mentioned earlier, protective styles are hairstyles that have your hair tucked in, which means if your hair is not tucked in, they are not protective style. Buns like this are not protective style. This is just an hairstyle. This is like a packing style, how you pack your hair. With this, your hair is not tucked in, so it's not a protective style. If you want to consider this style as a protective style, maybe you should do it this way by tucking in the ends of your hair. Then this can become a protective style. So guys, that's all I have to say about protective style. You can actually grow a longer hair with protective style, and also it can cause you damage. You just have to do it correctly. So guys, that's all I have to say about protective style. And about this hair, like I said earlier, I'm going to have all the information about this hair in my description box. So if you want to get the hair, I also have a 10% coupon code. I'm going to be leaving everything in my description box. Go ahead and get this lovely hair for your protective style. You guys can see the way I'm rocking it. So guys, that's the end of today's video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.